Hello guys, welcome to the video. Today I'm showing you how to use the RGB LED. So here's the project that we're going to be building in this video. Basically, the RGB LED is going to be slowly brightening up each one of its color, which is red, blue, and green, one at a time. So it's first going to brighten up the color red and then slowly dim down the color red and then brighten up the color blue, and then it's going to turn on the color green. It's going to continue doing that over and over again. Then we have this potentiometer that will control the brightness of the RGB LED. So basically that's what this project is going to be doing. And so now I'm going to go ahead and show you how the circuit is set up. And so right here, the anode of the red LED that's inside of this RGB LED is going to be hooked to a 330 ohm resistor, which is then going to be hooked to digital pin 11. And then the cathode of all three LEDs is going to be connected to one side of the potentiometer. Then the middle pin of the potentiometer is going to be connected to the G and D. And so now we have the anode of the blue LED. And that's going to be connected to a 330 ohm resistor, which is then connected to digital pin 10. And so now the anode of the green LED is going to be connected to digital pin 9. And so basically that is the circuit. And so now we'll go ahead and look at the code. Okay, so now here's the code, and the first thing we do in this code is we define a variable called brightness. So this is going to be holding the value of how bright a color is on the RGB LED. And so then we go into the voltage setup and we have a full loop. This is just going to set up all of our pins that we have, which are 3 pins. And so we do full int j equals 9 because we are using the pins from pin 9 to pin 11. So we are going to make j equal to pin 9, and the for loop is going to loop all the way until j is no longer less than or equal to 11. So basically what it's doing is it's going to be defining all the pins of the RGB LED to outputs. So then we go into the void loop and we do for int j equals 9. We are basically just looping through the pins because first thing we want to do is we want to brighten up one of the LEDs in the RGB LED. So we're going to go through and do all this right here, and then after we're done, we have brightened up and dimmed down that color. Then we're going to switch over to the next pin, which will brighten up one of the other 2 colors. Now I'm going to explain. So we do while brightness is less than or equal to 255. This means that while brightness is less than 255, continue going through this code until the brightness is greater than 255. After that, then get out of this while loop. And so we do analog write j, which means the j is holding the number of the pin number of the LED in the RGB LED that we are currently brightening up or dimming down, and then we give it its brightness. After that, then we increment the brightness. Okay, so we'll continue looping this through this code, and every single time we loop, the brightness variable will increment by 1. Okay, so eventually it's going to reach to 255, then we want to get out of the while loop. And every single time we go through this loop, we want to wait 10 milliseconds. This helps us so that we don't brighten up or dim down the LED very, very quickly. Okay, so that's that while loop. This is going to be brightening the LED, and now we want to go ahead and dim down the LED, which is here. It's basically the same thing right here, but now we want to say as long as the brightness is greater than or equal to 0, then continue looping through this while loop. Okay, so we do analog write j brightness, and so we're just analog writing to one of the pins on the RGB LED, and so then we slowly decreasing the brightness variable, which means the brightness of whichever colors on the RGB LED that's lighting up on the LED would be slowly dimming down. And then again, we wait 10 milliseconds, and then after the brightness variable is equal to 0, then we get out of this while loop and then go to our next color. And so basically that is the code, and so now we're going to see our project in action. Okay, so now here is the project, and as you can see, the RGB LED is slowly brightening up one color, which is blue, and then it slowly brightens up green, and then it's going to move up to red. I see it slowly turns off, and then moves up to red, and slowly brightens up red, and then it slowly dims down red. And so as you can see, it's just going to continue fading in and out of these colors. And then all we have to do here is to adjust the brightness of the LED. We can move this potentiometer, and the RGB LED will dim down or brighten up depending on how you're moving the potentiometer. And so basically that is the project. And so yeah, and so there you go guys. Now you know how to use the RGB LED with Arduino. If you like this video, consider giving this video a like. Also comment down below if you have any questions, and consider subscribing if you want to see more content like this. Thank you all, have a great day, bye.